Warning, this video does not claim nor is factual in any shape or form, just mere rantings from a bronze rank peon that only wishes that his tea in the morning were not completely cold. This will be easily resolvable if the League of the Legends have not consumed my soul to darkness. Learn to lane. What? Learning to lane? I'm sure all of you guys heard in G to the D that laning is easy. Last hit only, right? Wrong. Nope, 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 nope. There is way more to lane than just staring at a bar until a minion is ripe to murder brutally. Well, why should I listen to a bag of douche that wants to tell me how to lane? This bag of douche wants to let you know that you don't want to be that guy. How much impact do you think your laning has? Let's take this crude example to emulate how much of a disaster it is. If top lane loses, then the loser has made himself half as effective, having less creeps, possibly spent less time in lane, and given up a tower, which translates to a large amount of zone control gone. The winner, on the other hand, has taken that effectiveness onto themselves, making them 50% more effective than what they would have been. Remember, this game is as much about weakening the enemy as it is about buffing yourself up. You see what this does? You see what this loser's doing to the team? They've turned over a 20% advantage gap over to the enemy. For the less informed out there, this is a bad thing because they had the bigger numbers to back them up. So what do you suggest? What do I suggest? I suggest you whine about it to Riot. Freaking, but seriously, when introducing friends to LEGO Legends, I give them three main things to be concerned with their own well-being in the laning phase. I like to call this the "am I boned" triangle. It's a triangle that dictates whether or not you're subject to horrific boning in the near future. Health advantage. Health advantage is your HP on your character. This is useless information. How about HP in relation to the damage of your enemy? Now we're getting somewhere. For example, is the Vega going to take that amplifying term and shove it up my
constructive criticism?
If your
constructive criticism
is about to be violated in unspeakable ways, then I suggest you do something about it. Buy more health to survive the burst. Buy magic resist to survive the burst. Try and tip the health advantage in your favor by hitting him with a stick. If you're scared of being one comboed from full health by your enemy, then something's gone terribly wrong. Zone advantage. Let me ask you a question. Ever wanted to play poker Actually, scrap that. Ever wanted to play poker with screwdrivers stuck in both eyes? If you do, then play League of Legends without wards. It's pretty much the same thing. But seriously, zone refers to the space you control and information you possess. For example, Riven has plenty of get the fuck off mechanics so that ganks are usually unsuccessful, allowing her to be a pretty big bully because she's free to prance around like the... On the other hand, Xin Zhao Pre-6 only has his fat legs and manliness to let him escape any 2v1 encounters, so he has less dancing space. He's a bad dancer anyways. Basically, knowing how much of a dick you can be without being dicked over is pretty important. Minion advantage. Alright, so last hits give you more gold. Last hits are good and all, and you hear DJ GD telling you to learn to last hit on the tower. Or if I tell you they didn't have to last hit on the tower, I'm going to blow your effing mind here. Lane freezing. If the Malzahar / Mordekaiser / Heimerdinger / asshole is pushing, push back to match the minions on both sides. You know, just outside your turret range. Whoa, that sounds complicated, but I'm sure you understand when you learn that general discussion is a massive pile of... Alright, cool bone triangle. Cool. What does this really mean though? Well, it's a triangle because I'm sure we can figure out that each factor is directly affected by the other factors. When one point is slipping away, you'll feel the other 2 points start to crumble as well. Before you know it, you've lost your lane. Remember that losing your lane equates to being that guy. And no one wants to be that guy. In general, I think that having one advantage slipping away is solvable by itself. You don't need any help. Just man up and deal with it. But as soon as you feel two advantages starting to break, you need to do something drastic. Switch your lane with someone. Ask your jungler for ganks. You shouldn't expect these, by the way. And buy early game items. You have 6 item slots. Use them. If your early game is dead, then your late game will not exist. So don't give me any of that, but I'm a late game, because I will cut you, and it will hurt.